We're here getting ready for, we're leaving Tifton, Georgia.
Yeah, that's what we have to think of other options, because I've looked all the way up and down east of here. All right.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Aegis Moto Adventures. Hey, today we're jumping back on the bikes and we're headed for the Okefenokee Swamp. I've never been there before, so I'm really looking forward to this, and hopefully we can find some gravel roads to go down too. So let's get started. Heading into a bright rising sun makes riding and filming more difficult, but we have a surprise back road trek in store for our viewers. We will be heading east on Highway 82 through small towns in south central Georgia on our way to the Okefenokee Swamp. Gord finds us this wonderful sandy road which shortcuts our route. Because the road was recently graded, it provided a slight challenge in the less packed areas. But nonetheless, we enjoyed this back road ride. Sherry hadn't been on recent trips and found the squirrely sand a little nerve-wracking, but she did just fine and had no incidents. About halfway through the sandy road, we dismounted and took a water and potty break. We saw absolutely no one while on this road. For those of you wondering about Mighty Quinn, a Honda CFR 300L Rally, he took this challenge without a hiccup. I found the bike sure-footed and easy to handle on the sand. Well, that was fun, but back to the highway in Okefenokee. We kept going by fields which I speculated to be tea bushes, but we later figured out they were blueberries. Yummy! I love blueberries. The closer we got to the swamp, we found fewer roads and less farms. It appeared the area was being used for timber and lumber production. This 17-mile dead-end road ends up at the Visitor Center at the Stephen C. Foster State Park. The Visitor Center sits in the middle of the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. I was hoping to ride several sand roads in this area, but alas, they were all gated logging roads. The Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge was established in 1937 and covers an area of about 400,000 acres. In 1891, an attempt to drain the swamp for farmland failed, and thus became an area of timber harvest instead. In 1974, the Okefenokee Swamp was designated a National Wilderness Area. The best way to see the swamp is by a tour boat, canoe, or kayak using the navigable channels. We had the good fortune of talking with 3 kayakers who had just returned from a multi-day camping trip. They said that there were camping locations available on an island 9 miles from the visitor center. Even though there are no back roads to explore, the staff pointed us toward a road that took us along the levee. This side trip turned into an alligator spotting area. We had some fun trying to see how many alligators we could see. Recent rains had raised the water level, causing the parking lot to be flooded. But this area explains how they manage water levels in the refuge and protect the ecosystem. Here you can get a good look at the cypress trees that are pervasive in this swamp. All told, I think we saw 5 alligators, which was kind of fun. We saw more on the way out than we did on the way in because of the sunshine was helping us out just a little bit. The Okefenokee National Wildlife Area is mostly in Georgia, but there are portions of it in Florida as well. As you can see by the Florida sign here, it doesn't take us long to get back into Florida. We had been battling high winds all day long, and I mean really strong winds. And as you can see in this clip, there was like a mini dust storm that we were going through that clouded our view for quite a while. We finally made it to Jennings, Florida along the I-75 corridor for the night. Here's Gord with the map details.
Hello everybody, welcome to day 4 complete. If you remember from yesterday, we stopped off at beautiful downtown Tifton, Georgia, and I'm not being sarcastic there. We proceeded outbound this morning at a modest hour, proceeded along Highway 82, just the way we came into Tifton, that's the way we left Tifton. We proceeded down there until it was time to turn, because our ultimate destination around lunchtime was this green area you see on the southeastern corner of Georgia, which is the Okefenokee Swamp. But in order to get there, we did about 3 miles of true off-road sand road navigation, and that was a whole lot of fun, but no mishaps, and everybody had a good time. We proceeded down some secondary roads and finally picked up the main route to go into the Okefenokee Swamp, which is a one-way 17-mile run to the state park entrance. There isn't a lot of off-roading that can be done there. You're advised to stay only on the paved trails, so if anybody's contemplating going out that way, keep that in mind. We did some gator spotting on the way out and managed to find our way back out to the main intersection where we turned in, and then proceeded further to the west to find our accommodations for this night in Jennings, Florida. At this point in time, the Daytona Bike Week has happened, and pretty much all of the accommodations on the eastern seaboard closer to Daytona, which is to the southeast of where we are right now, is either booked up or prohibitively expensive. So just the same, great ride, 200 miles, and lots of scenery, and a few gators along the way. We'll see you tomorrow.
We battled high wind all day today, and that could be a little exhausting, but we got through it okay. And right toward the tail end of the day today, we get just a few sprinkles, but overall we did pretty good today. it was just a lot of high wind. And that is evidenced by the shots that I hopefully got with the dust flying across the road. It was just amazing how much dust was in the air. Well, hopefully you got a little bit of a taste of the dirt road, sandy road, and you got a little bit of taste of the Okefenokee Swamp, and that was fun for you. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow as we head towards Daytona for Daytona Bike Week.